Hello everyone, now I'm going to give a brief descriptions about bearing friction apparatus and crash tester in this video. The first part of our experiment is bearing friction apparatus, and in this video I am going to give a brief descriptions about the bearing and its roles and its application and types, and is followed by the experimental technicals descriptions and its objectives. First of all, what is bearing? Bearing is the parts that assist objects rotation. Basically, they support the shaft that rotates inside the machinery. The applications area of the bearing is automobile, aeroplanes, electrical generators, and so on. Even they are used in the household appliance, that in the area of refrigerator, vacuum cleaner, and air conditioner. Bearings support the rotating shafts of the wheel, gear, turbine rotors, etc. in this machinery, allowing them to rotate more smoothly. The role of the bearings are reduce the frictions and make rotations more smooth, and the second one, the protect the part that support the rotations and maintain the correct positions. Bearing are classified depending upon the nature of their motions. First of all, it is sliding bearing, and second, the roller bearing. In this diagram, there is a moving part, and also it is supported by the fixed part. And in case of roller bearing, the balls or rollers are attached inside the moving part. And both type of bearing, frictional force occurs, and during operation, which oppose resistance to the movement. Basically the material used for bearings are babyt metal, bronze, cast iron, silver, non-metallic bearings such as carbon, graphite, rubber, and plastic, so on, etc. The experiment is conducted on bearing friction separator TM232, and it allowed the investigations of frictions on slide bearings with different bearing cells and on roller bearings. The experimental setup is consist of a shaft which is basically made by stainless steel material, and a cable drum, and a flywheel which are mounted on a base plate. And the weight of the heavy flywheel generates the bearing forces, and the second, the moment is applied by means of the hanging weight from a string, and which is equal the frictional moment at the starting of the rotations. And when the rolling bearings are used, the bearing friction is low. Repressible bearing cells are used as slide bearing, and the coefficient of frictions are determined in this experiment. Bearing cells made of different material, basically three type of material are used during our experiment. One is gunmetal, second is PTFE, means polytetrafluoroethylene, and GG25. This is a basically alloy of cast iron, to study the different friction pairs. And the flywheel can be used for basic experiment on rotational dynamics also. Using the bearing friction apparatus TM232, we can compute the frictional torque on slide bearings, also the frictional torque on a roller bearing, and also we can compute the various sliding friction coefficient of different pairs, and also lastly finally we can compute the rotational dynamics by means of calculating the accelerations and velocity and times for each angles of rotations. But in our experiment we are going to compute the sliding friction coefficient using the formula already provided in the manual. And finally the rotational dynamics means the calculating the rotational accelerations, velocity and times for each angle of rotations, which are already provided in the manual. The second part of our experiment is crash tester TH101. In this part, I'm going to give a descriptions about the purpose of crash testing and its operations procedure. Crash testing is the most popular and widely used test for assessing adhesion strength of coating substrate material. The basically when each load is applied on the coating material, and the load at which the first crack appears is called a lower critical load, and is a measure of the cohesion strength of the coating. And the load at which the total peeling of the coating from the substrate surface occurs is called as upper critical load, and it is the measure of adhesive strength of the coating to the substrate. And in this experiment, the workpiece is held stationary, and a Rockwell diamond indenter C-type with a tip radius of 200 micrometer is used to scratch the workpiece for a predefined length with a predefined normal load. And the output is measured in terms of penetration depth and tangential forces. Frictional force means the traction force. Basically, traction force is the force used to generate the motion between a body and a tangential surface through the use of dry friction, through the use of shear force of the surfaces. And the transducer are used in this experiment setup for measuring the frictional force acting at the tip of the indenter. The applications area of scratch testing are the computing the critical load, means the adhesive stage of hard and brittle coating like titanium nitride and ceramics. Also determinations of working load limit of soft coating like PTFE, polytetrafluoroethylene, and also others polymers. Identifications of process parameter of heat treatment for best scratch resistance, estimations of bonds changed at substrate coating interface, also the product development and quality control of surface engineered products. During operations, the movement of the stylus can be programmed in several ways using the machine controller unit, and the scratch may be single unidirectional, it may be repetitive unidirectional on same track, it may be bidirectional sketch on same track. It also be multiple parallel tracks separated by a specified distance, also zero track length for indentation testing at a given point. The load which is applied during the testing can be programmed as a constant or ramped over the length of the scratch. In case of multiple tracks, it can increases in step. The tester is PC controlled, and the test schedule can be programmed before the start of the test by specifying some parameter, and these parameters are the normal load values at the beginning and end of the scratch. Then the load profile, basically it may be constant or RAM type, then the scratch length, then the scratch speed or rate of loading, then the separation between adjacent scratches, number of scratches, then the unidirectional and bidirectional movement, and finally the normal load, traction force and the ratio are acquired and displayed during a run.